Namaste, Jai Bharat. We hear a lot of talks, discussions, paper presentations, seminars, speeches, etc. about humanism, humanity, human rights, philanthropy, altruism, and all kinds of things. And we also see many people organizing funds, systematically, structurally making funds and make these funds available to many people. Though it remains a fact that there are many who thrive through such funds. That, of course, we have no mechanism to uh, know completely. Of course, we can, but the complete knowledge becomes very difficult because there are a lot of loopholes. But much more fund than this humanitarian cocktail gets spent by agencies of understandable sources in destroying, destabilizing societies of their interest. This is a truth. This is what happens in the world. There are funds available for destruction in much more quantum than construction. I don't want to take the name in name of nations, which of course if you search you should understand. There's definite amount of funds flowing from place point 1 to point N and point N to point 1. And these funds are made available for destabilizing societies, destroying societies, creating disturbances in societies. And this, I would say, is a universal kind of phenomenon which happens to many people. On the one hand, there's an X group who are having vested definite interests. On the other hand, there are people who are emerging strong, which the X group do not want. And the X group would simply want to arrest the growth of somebody, arrest the development of somebody. This goes on. It's a kind of sickness at their mind, and that's what I can say about it. They believe it's international strategy, they believe it is geopolitics, they believe they should do it for their own existence and sustenance, but much more than that, it is a kind of sickness. They don't want anyone else to come up. You see the kind of stories that the European Union makes. I'm just deviating a bit. You look at the press people asking questions. They have their agenda and they put as an agenda in front and ask such questions favoring their agenda. And when they get answers, they keep quiet. Classical example. You see the questions put to my External Affairs Minister, Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, and his answers to those people where they go stone silent. Nothing more I need to say, because these things are there out in the media. The only thing that we should look at it and think. That's sufficient, you will understand. Multiple standards, double standards. That, see, another example, America can buy from Russia whatever they want, but Bharat cannot buy. And the Europe projects that the problem of Europe is the problem of everyone, and the others' problem, they have nothing to do with the European problems. Look at these things. These are the kind of things that happen. Now, these funds would go about destabilizing, destroying society. Fortunately, today, Bharat has got a group of sensible people at the governance. We had, I think, one of the societies that had taken maximum such interference from the X group is Bharat. There were all kinds of disturbances in our societies. If you make an inventory of it, that's going to be very long. All, there is disturbance here, disturbance there. Sometimes it is students put forward, sometimes it is fanatical radicals doing this, sometimes something else that. Also, there's stampedes. Someone just blindly drives a truck into group and would claim that his machine went wrong. All these things happen in this world, and it happened in my nation. And now, I just happen to, know that from media only that our government is trying to investigate into all such disturbances in my society for a considerable amount of period. What I heard is from 1974 onwards, all the disturbances that happened in societies within Bharat, of whatever kind, all the stampedes, they wanted to look into. I don't know, it's such a Herculean task. They wanted to look into, they wanted to find out who were the instruments in creating such things, and they also wanted to know from where they got inspirations for creating these things, and from where money comes as inspiration to this. And there are always people who would not involve directly at all, who would not involve even indirectly, but they will make things happen through some kind of disguises and programs and plans. This, of course, is highly needed. Very high time. Let's understand this. Once you understand this, we'll be able to, or it should be possible for us to, at least arrest to a serious extent attempts in future needed. See, the things are not innocent as it appears. Sudden upsurge doesn't simply happen. They are not innocent happenings or spontaneous happenings. They are all scripted, drafted, and executed with more than sufficient amount of funds. And there are fund providers. There are people who want to do this. I just call them as sex groups. Let's know who they are. Public need not to know, but let the concerned people should know it and deal with these people. That's highly wanted. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat and Jai Sri Ram.